she kisses him, he remembers. It's as if his past lives come flooding back to him, much like when we remember who we are by knowing all is love. Today is December 5th, 2022, and this is another episode of TrueLove Talks, one in a series of videos that is taking part in Vlogmas, in which YouTubers make a video a day with a Christmas theme. Today I want to talk about something that is directly related to Christmas, which is Krampus, which was an event that was celebrated on the 5th of December. On the 6th of December was St. Nicholas Day. These two are connected. Krampus is a feared, horned, goat-like man who visits misbehaved children on the 5th of December. The tradition is dominant in European and some Asian countries going back centuries. In some cases, Krampus would leave badly behaved children with a lump of coal. In others, Krampus would punish, eat, or take the children to hell. He was known to beat children with a birch rod, and some holiday revelers who dressed up as Krampus would wear birch bark masks. Birch means bright or to shine. The shining ones are the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki just represents you as coming into Christ consciousness. Krampus is seen as the devil and the counterpart to St. Nicholas. Nicholas means victory people. Victory is Nike and tied to Venus. Saint is someone who is holy. St. Nicholas lives at the North Pole. The North Pole is where the vortex of the Taurus is, which is symbolized by the barbershop pole of red and white stripes. Blood and semen intermingling, also known as the maypole that holds up the tent of the sky or the Taurus. The vortex is also symbolized by the pine tree. Pines is an anagram for spine. The vortex of the human body is the spine. Saint Nicholas is known as Father Christmas, Santa Claus, and Santa means saint, is a good, cheerful fellow who leaves gifts to good children. These gifts are traditionally left under the tree or your spine. The tree is lit up with a star or angel at the top, representing the lighting of the chakras in the body to full illumination. The star or angel, which is an angle of light, is the same thing as a star. When one is illuminated, they are filled with light. They become a shining one. One does not become illuminated if one behaves badly, meaning indulging in the lower nature. This is why the character of Krampus is intended to scare children into behaving well. Even today's Santa keeps score of whether you've been naughty or nice. Krampus is a very similar story to the story of Cronus eating his children, because Saint Nicholas is Father Time or Cronus. Time gives and then takes away. Krampus is the embodiment of the Grim Reaper, the dark side of Saturn or time. Cronus gives the gift of time and then takes away your life. Cronus is also known as Saturn, and another holiday celebrated at this time of year was Saturnalia. This was a week-long festival held in the middle of December to celebrate the winter solstice. The festival is tied to the 12 days of Christmas, which is connected to Advent. Advent in Christian theology represents the second coming of Christ. The winter solstice represents the end of the harvest season, the start of winter, and the death of the sun, the time of year when the sun is at its lowest point and dies on the cross for 3 days before it is resurrected. The reason Saturn is celebrated at this time of year is because it is the birth of the new year, and Saturn rules the signs of Capricorn and Aquarius. The 21st of December starts the sign of Capricorn, the goat, which is why Krampus is the goat man. It is the first day of the rebirth of the sun as the sun starts its journey climbing higher in the sky. The coming of Christ is the return of Christ consciousness. Jesus is hung on a cross. The cross is the cube of time-space. While trapped in time, consciousness is cubed, physical. Father Christmas provides us with the opportunity to change our ways, to be good, to become saintly or the shining one. When one rises out of cubed consciousness, they are Christed, anointed, kinged, and the symbol for Christ is the Cairo. Whenever we fail, we are given a lump of coal. Even modern-day Santa gives bad children a lump of coal. This is representative of Cinderella, carbon, a warning that this behavior will continue to perpetuate the carbon existence. Eventually, these bad children are eaten by time, meaning we return to the physical to try again. We are recycled or reincarnated. time eats his children. The myth of Kronos eating his children ends with his wife Rhea hiding two of his children, Zeus and Poseidon, representing Enlil and Enki once again, and Zeus kills his father, which is when the Titanic sank. The Titans fell to the Olympians. An excellent video on the mythology surrounding the pagan history of the holiday now known as Christmas is Christmas Before Christ, Yule, and Other Northern European Traditions by Fortress of Lug. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'll link it below. In it, he mentions the Norse connection with Odin. Odin is connected with Mercury. Odin is Jesus on the cross. Osiris, Mercury. Odin is the one-eyed god. He is the messenger of the gods, who is the middle pillar that allows us to become enlightened. Here's where I'm going to make a few connections. Romans were the ones who celebrated Saturnalia, and perhaps it started as an innocent pagan festival, as did all the other pagan festivals that were co-opted by the Romans, that genuinely celebrated the solstice, the end of the harvest, but the Romans co-opted it and turned it into something else. The Romans were the ones who established the Council of Nicaea, and they were the ones who selected the books that went into the Bible that eventually were made public. Romans were the ones who set forth a mission to convert pagans to Christianity. They reinvented pagan customs as Christian ones. This eventually led to the celebration of Christmas as a commercial practice of gift-giving and overindulgence. Romans were warfaring folk who once dominated the Western world. Romans established the Vatican. The Vatican is the head of the Roman Catholic Church, and it runs the world. It is no coincidence that Romans worshipped Saturn, which is represented by the black cube. The black cube is also worshipped in Judaism and Muslim religions. The black cube is the cross on which Jesus was hung. The black cube represents counter space in which the torus and vortex is formed, trapped in time. These people want us to worship the God who trapped us in this time-space reality, whereas the pagans knew to worship the messenger god, Mercury, Odin, Hermes, Enki, as he is the one who shows us the way out, which is the path of Jesus to become Christed, anointed, kinged, to get us out of time. Thanks for listening. Hope you're having a great day. Tune in tomorrow for another episode. Bye for now.